Hi, hope everybody is doing good today. So I'm back with another intuitive message for you guys. I'm going to try and do these at least like every other day so that, different messages can come out for different people who need them. Especially during these times, like I feel like the energy right now is so heavy that I'm just being called to do intuitive messages a bit more. So let's see what spirit has to say for whoever is on this video, whoever feels drawn to this message. So let's see, what deck do I want to do? I've been feeling drawn to my Hebrew deck. All right. Also, I do just want to add, I don't know, I don't feel like a lot of people who are subscribed to me or who watch my videos are this type of person. I feel like once in a while, I'm sure a lot of people will get like weird comments about, people trying to tell you about yourself or tell you about themselves. And just like, I just want to say, this is with love. I feel like people are so quick to tell people about God or to tell people who God is based on, every book they've read or the Bible even. And, people have this, just seek God everywhere in physical texts and physical things that we can see. And, and that's fine. But just like, I can't contain my face. I'm sorry. But like, don't just stop telling people who, who they need to believe God to be, or who like how God feels about them. Like, just stop. People need to stop. Like, if so many people are talking about, who God is and how people should be in order to be a child of God or whatever, but nobody's listening to God. And that's the issue that we're having. Everybody's so busy telling everybody else what they feel is facts, trying to be in their power or feel in their power by telling people what they think they know that nobody else knows, or to make themselves feel better about themselves and feel more powerful, to feed their ego. But the truth is that we are all descended from God, from the Creator. And God is just the frame of reference that I use based on my upbringing. And, I just want to put that out there real quick, that, let people discover God for themselves. Of course, spread messages of love and of support and, of intuitive guidance that can help others find their way when they do become awake and become aware that, there's more out there and they're ready to start diving deep into that journey. That's a whole other story. And then, they seek the guidance and therefore they get what they are seeking. But nobody is better than anybody else. Nobody is necessarily prioritized. I genuinely feel like, yes, people in our lifetime that are here in this video, we're all here for reasons that when we pass to the other side and we get to have our life reviews, we're going to realize so many things we've done that have set off domino effects in so many other people's lives that we don't even know about. And, that's the thing. We all have such big purpose in being here, or we wouldn't be here. And it can be like God needs people everywhere that are awake. And God is within all of us. It's just those that choose to acknowledge the God within us, that DNA, that evolve in a way that they can have a more fulfilling life, and not necessarily an easy life, but a more fulfilling life, and a more knowledgeable life, a teaching life, one that gives back in ways that you can't even explain, like you can't even fathom. Like a life with God is a life of the riches and the wealth that is actually meaningful, which is love, joy, happiness, family, loved ones, genuine people, reciprocity, laughter, and also healing parts of ourselves so that we can fully embrace the relationship with God and embrace the love that God wants to shower upon us. And that's available to every single person. And, chosen ones they choose themselves. And 444 is on the clock right now. Chosen ones choose themselves. We all have potential to ascend, and we all have potential to lead. Some people might not come here to do that, and that's also a thing. Some people come here for many different reasons, and some people don't come here to ascend in this lifetime at this time. And that doesn't mean that God loves any less. So I just want everybody to, hopefully that helps somebody out there, and also just like a message of just thinking twice before you try and tell somebody about themselves or tell somebody about God and what God would want them to do, or what God, kind of like passing judgment when it's only God knows, you know what I mean? We all have our own relationship with God, and that is personal. And that's that. So I just wanted to share that real quick. But let's see what Spirit and God want us to know today. Okay. These cards, whenever I pull from this deck, always just fly out. I don't know why. Let's see. What do you want collective to know that comes across this video? There we go. We got transmutation. I heard succubus. So I feel like there's been some sort of like a negative cycle or negative habit, something that is affecting some of you that has almost been like a succubus, has been taking from you and has been almost like a leech on you. And I feel like you're learning to transmute this energy into being more positive, or in a way it's like you're learning to not give to this energy anymore. With the alligator with protection, yeah, or the crocodile. I think this is a crocodile, but the crocodile being protection, and you guys being protected from this energy moving forward. And you know what's crazy? I saw this video of this girl who's a healer as well, and she had a client who struggled with depression. And this healer, she's like helped a lot of people with depression, so she knows what it looks like energetically. And she said that normally it looks like mucky or like cloudy or dark. And she said that this particular client, it was an actual entity that her depression that was attached to her, and it formed its own entity. And she said that she talked to this entity, and the entity said that this girl signed, like they had a contract. She had a contract with this depression for a part of her life, but like this part of her life that she like needed this depression for some reason, that contract was up. So it was time for her to transmute that energy and move forward with her life. So I'm being reminded of that, because I think that story could resonate for some of you that you had a contract with some sort of cycle in your life or some sort of habit, something that you have always dealt with. And this is a personal thing. This is something you've always dealt with. You've always had trouble committing to what you know is best for you. This could be like overeating. This could be this could be drug use. This could be drinking. This could be with friendships, relationships. This could be anything really, like seeking outside validation. These are some really core things that really present themselves in your physical life and outside of you, things that you do in response to a certain wound or a certain negative, toxic behavior that is calling to be transmuted. And I'm also staring at how the moons up here, how the black moon or the dark moon is more prevalent, right? So it's kind of saying to me like this has been more so present than the light. And it's like this habit or pattern or cycle has been something that you've just had such a hard time shaking, such a hard time getting past and learning different. It's something that's so like natural to you that you might be realizing that you do something and you're just realizing that this is a problem and that this is something you want to transmute. So let me see what else Spirit wants you to know about this, for who this is for. Requalification. Let's see. Also, this card symbolizes Aquarius. 66, perplexity. Got perplexity and indecision. Let me see what perplexity means in this book. This deck has like some crazy words that even I've never heard of. So let's see. 66. Where is it? There we go. Perplexity is an act of, oh my gosh. The synchronicity is crazy. I literally just said indecision. That's the card that's at the bottom of the deck here. And this is a whole separate card, perplexity. I shuffled and everything. Perplexity is an act of indecision. When choosing, symbolizes the human virtue of selection. It is associated to the planet Jupiter, the letter K, and the number 3. It represents the principle of appraisal in resolutions. Whosoever removes stones shall be hurt therewith, and he that cleaves wood shall be endangered thereby. I don't know what the heck that means. As an element of prediction, it promises vacillations, matters in suspense, conditional protection. As I said, protection with the crocodile. Ascension as I was talking about, and descents. Wealth by the support of influential ladies, security in some things and insecurity in others, yet hope in everything. I like that. Okay, that's crazy. So you're in between like a rock and a hard place is what I'm seeing here. It's between like indulgence and structure. That's actually what I'm seeing here. Like you don't want to, there's a fine line. There's indulgence and there's structure. And then, on the far side of structure, there's restriction. On the far side of indulgence, there's overindulgence, or I'm sure there's another word for that, but you know what I mean. So I'm seeing here that you're trying to balance these two belief systems between having more structure and indulgence and balancing. Like I actually had a dream recently and I heard 80-20, and this is personally, it's my eating habits. I've always had a habit. I've always had a problem with under eating to overeating to under eating to overeating. So my weight would always fluctuate. And so I had a dream one day because I was praying for like spirit to help me in developing a better eating pattern for myself, or just better eating habits, so that I can sustain and also like get to my goals. And I woke up hearing 80-20, and then I looked it up, and here it's like eat healthy 80% of the time, that other 20% indulge. You know, as long as you eat healthy a majority of the time, you'll get to your goals. And I've done it before. I've actually used that rule before without knowing it, and it definitely worked for me. So no matter what area of your life this applies to, think of the 80-20 rule. I feel called to put that out there. You know, do good a majority of the time, and then the other 20% indulge and live your life. But restriction is dangerous, and so is overindulgence. So that's the balance that I see you guys trying to reach here or create. One more card. Thank you. Immortality. This card is definitely coming out a lot. Owls might be significant for you guys. This isn't an owl in this card, I don't think, but it reminded me of it. Let me see what this card says. The 13th arcanum is death, but also can signify something new. It can be wealth, it can be misery. It is a number with a great synthesis. The 13th arcanum contains the Gospel of Judas. Judas represents the death of the I. The Gospel of Judas is the gospel of death. It is the gospel of the dissolution of the ego, as I was talking about before. Judas symbolizes the ego, which must be decapitated. In order to have immortality, basically saying like we have immortality, that, you know, our egos don't come with us when we pass from this lifetime. It's a human thing. It's a human construct. But it's also a form of protection. And thought, yeah. Okay. With thought being at the bottom here, this is talking to me about some of you having an issue with your, like I just heard ego dominance. So for some of you, you might be struggling with, you know, balancing that part of yourself, balancing, again, the ego with your intuition, knowing the difference, and, you know, giving your ego more power than you do your gut and what you know is best for you, not what your ego says, or like your ego giving up a fight, giving up certain things, or just changing certain habits, changing certain behaviors. It's giving up a fight is what I'm seeing. But it's also like a transformation, and it's signifying a new way of being, a new way of thinking, and it's going to be better serving for you. And we got the Weaver here too, about creating a system that works for you is what I'm getting from that. So let's see what else we get here. So that's definitely a very strong message for some of you, about your habits and developing better systems in your life to help you get where you want to go, and also just rebalancing the ego with your intuition and with what you know. So also, I'm suddenly getting this too. For some of you, you might have been like overthinking about what's for you, or about where you're going, or about like, is this future that I've been dreaming of and envisioning for me, is this really going to happen? And Spirit's like, yes, this is meant to happen for you, but you have to start changing your behaviors and shifting in the right direction so that you're 100% ready for this journey, or for what you're asking for. So I think that's the big reason why Spirit's wanting to give you this message right now, to let you know that like all the weaving you've done, and, you know, the healing you've done, and the transmutation you've done, this is all coming to a head of why you had to do this. And we got saving grace, lighthouse. Let's see what this is about. Too many cards. I want that green card. Wisdom. We got sage wisdom. A lot of double numbers here. We got 66, 44, and 33. 66, 6 is all about healing. 44, balance and angelic communication, angelic help, the home environment. And we got 33, God's number, Trinity, faith. And we got sepia, old thought, exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The old ways of being, the old ways of seeing things, the old ways that just aren't going to serve you moving forward, basically are just being released. So let's see if Spirit has anything else they want to say. All right, got my tarot deck now. We got the 10 of Pentacles. The wealth seems to be a theme here. I will say that. Wealth definitely seems to be a huge theme in this reading. So what's the 10 of Pentacles here for Spirit? What do you want collective comes across this video to know? 9 of Cups. Some sort of success is coming to those of you that have been resonating with this message. There's some sort of success coming to you and your family or you and your loved ones. Wow. It's really beautiful. I'm seeing like Spirit's actually recognizing, for those of you who've already done this transmutation that I was talking about and balancing of the habits and all that, Spirit's actually recognizing you for that. And they're saying that they see how hard you're trying. They see all that you've been doing and all the changes you've been making, all of the confrontation with yourself that you've been doing, and you've been not judging yourself so much. You've been really flowing with your healing. And you've been developing a lot of wisdom from your triggers, from going within, from healing. And, you know, Spirit's like, we are so proud of you. You deserve all of this wealth that's coming your way. 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. Like, you have so much wealth that's coming. And immortality is here as well to let you know that this is coming from a place. This wealth is coming from a place that it's yours. It's not going to be taken from you because you're getting it from the right place. You're getting it from God. You're getting it from following your path, from being genuine and from being authentic. And you're not doing it or scapegoating anybody or anything. You're not getting one over on anybody. You're not getting it in some way that will be reclaimed later. So this is wealth. And you know, wealth also, of course, it's money and physical abundance, but it's like something within you that you've gained from what you've been going through that is not, it's priceless. It's priceless. The wisdom you've obtained, you will have with you forever. The generational wealth you're building and the wealth you're going to receive physically, you will enjoy that for this lifetime, but it's going to be left here with your future loved ones or your loved ones that you have now or your children or your descendants. So this is really beautiful. What else would you like to know, Spirit? Justice, exactly. Balance. She's looking at herself in the mirror it's not a mirror, but you know what I mean. She's looking at herself and at a reflection. And it's reminding me like what you've done is being reflected back to you. Everything that you've given, that you've put out, all the positive energy and love and the good deeds and, you know, the help you've given people is coming back to you, or everything that you've been through you're being like rewarded for what you've been through, so that you know that you were never alone. You're able to receive that now because you're not in a space of survival. You're in a space of trust and of faith. Four of Swords. I've been seeing this, I just got like a chill too. A lot of you are going to be undergoing a period of rest, a period of true healing, and not having to actually work to heal. It's just going to be like a recovery period that won't last longer than like 3 or so months. And I see like a recovery period where you're really just doing things that you want to do. You're taking your time getting up in the morning. You're taking time with your routines, going outside, enjoying a nice walk. Like, you're not in a rush anywhere for a little while, and you're going to actually enjoy how far you've come. Beautiful. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card. Is there anything else you want us to know or want people to know that are going to be watching? 9 of Wands. Wow. End to a long, hard battle. Upheaval. Like, just complete strength and resilience that you've shown and that you're being rewarded for. Like, the worst is truly behind you. It's all excitement. Like, you're going to receive so many new downloads and like information that are going to like show you the true meaning of life. You're going to experience the true meaning of life and its simplicity with 8 of Pentacles. I also see a lot of you working on like passion projects, things that you're doing on your own, things that you've always wanted to do with Temperance. We got Temperance here, peace, harmony, balance again. You're going to be investing in some sort of passion project that you're going to be spending your time doing, and this is going to reap a lot of rewards. You're going to be known for a lot of what you've been through, but like not as you're going through it, just you helping others to get through these similar things that you've been through. And this is a really similar message I got on TikTok. So I will actually add that video on here too, so that you guys can also get that message, because this is pretty similar to that. But I really hope that this helped. I hope you guys got some clarity from this reading, from this session. And if anybody wants to book a personal reading or a personal healing, you can go down to my website that's in the description box, and you can hit me up there and we can book a session for you. I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your night or day, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.